We live in tough times, and it's easy to say, the heck with everybody else. I'm looking out for #1, but not Jim Hill. You won't believe the sacrifices he's made to help people in his community. Joe Collum is here with his story. Joe?
Well, Brenda, as you know, one of the benefits of being a journalist is you often get to meet truly inspirational people. And the story you're about to see is about one such person.
Sometimes folks look at me and they say, wow, you're a little crazy, you're a little dangerous.
It's hard to know just what to make of Jim Hill. He's an aberration. He's a child of the projects of Brooklyn who could have escaped. He could have had fame, fortune, the good life, but he rejected all of it.
I've been working on staying poor, not being popular for a long time. I mean, and it's almost become a work of art.
Every Thursday in the basement of a Brooklyn Catholic church, Jim Hill spends hours alone, moving tables and fixing meals.
My people, I love you. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Then he prays with and feeds people from the projects.
Now, Mami wants soup. Yeah. How do you say soup in Espanol? Sopa. Sopa? Sopa? Okay. Okay. You bought some clothes? Yeah. Out of sight. Out of sight.
Later, a group of homeless men arrive.
Peace, brothers.
Hill will feed them and give them beds to sleep in for the night.
I just wanted to give them a different spirit, okay? And they feel that spirit. I thank God that, you know, we're all together. And I hope God protects us, okay?
They're making me.
Hill is a one-man community service center. He runs education programs for school kids.
You don't have to go to bed with nobody, and that's the bottom line.
And anti-pregnancy programs for teenagers.
The drug dealer must die.
He's even made an anti-drug film called Crackdown.
It's death to the crack dealers! Death to the crack dealers!
Hill refuses to take money from the government or foundations. He says he's afraid of the corruption and control that goes along with funding. For 20 years, he's paid for all his programs out of his own pocket.
I decided that, wait a minute, God gave me a lot of talents. I'll become a star. You know, I'll make the money, and I'll fund this thing.
Hill became a successful fashion model, his face on billboards and in magazines, but most of the time to sell booze and cigarettes. It was a message he did not want to send, so he quit.
There are many in my community who are addicted, you know, and I felt that it was just a bad image, especially for the children.
So Hill turned to one of his earliest loves, art. For the past several years, he's been selling his sketches about life in Black America and pouring the money not into his own pocket, but back into his programs. You have 2 master's degrees. You could have gotten out of here. You could live in a nice house in the suburbs with a car and a pool in the backyard and all that stuff. Why stay here?
Because I feel that the only way to really change the area is professional people have to live here. Professional people have to pay their dues. Hey, can I hold the ball for a second? Let me see if I still remember all the old stuff I used to. Oh, man, I used to love this.
Hill grew up in Brooklyn's Farragut projects. His mother and father made sure all 6 of their children got college educations. 5 of them escaped the projects. Only Jim stayed behind. Hill's younger brother, Armand, became a basketball star, first at Princeton, then 8 years in the NBA. Now he's head basketball coach at Columbia University. The whole family says Armand admires Jim for staying behind.
But it always comes back to the community, or it always comes back to, well, I could be helping this kid or that family, and I think that's the continuous string that I see in his life, that he's always done that.
I don't want you guys to be the new superstars and not give back. Because if you don't give back, our folks will always stay in the hole.
Hill pounds away at his message of service to the community, even while he tries to provide young project kids with the tools they'll need to escape.
How you doing? My name is O.J. Jacobs.
Good. Good, strong handshake. Hey, come now. Here they come.
Hill says his goal is to instill a feeling of self-esteem in kids. He puts on fashion shows to help them develop pride in themselves.
You're gonna have to be proud of who you are. That's the key thing.
But dedication to community has come at a personal price. Hill's first wife left him because he refused to leave the projects.
If you need any food, like on Thursdays, you know, I try to take care of the food, all right?
All right.
Okay, I love you, man.
I love you too.
Hill has purposely kept a low profile. Outside Brooklyn, he is an unknown. But here, few are held in higher regard.
All I want to do is to do God's will and just serve the people, and that's it.
If you'd like more information, contact Roots Community Films.
Thanks, Joe. Amazing story.
Need more Jim Hills out there.
Oh, definitely.